Right, Matt, that was a hard-fought game, back and forth the whole time. What can you say about your offense tonight and the ability to stay in that game right till the end?
Yeah, I mean, we always talk about how our offense is going against their offense, our defense going against their defense, and we knew with their offense coming in, it was going to be a potential to be an explosive game like that. And just proud of the way the guys fought all night. Definitely have a few things to clean up, but we're trying to put our best foot forward here, moving into the end of the season and into playoffs. So we'll be ready to learn from it.
Do you feel tonight, you ran the ball a lot tonight, do you feel it was just something inside you, it was just, a little more gritty tonight and taking a lot of those runs and taking a lot of those big hits?
Yeah, I don't think it was anything out of the ordinary or, me in my head saying, I got to go make a play. It's just kind of how the play kind of processed out. And depending on certain coverages, sometimes they don't account for the quarterback. So just trying to see different opportunities if I can make a play with my feet, if they are kind of covering us up downfield. So it's just kind of the way it happened tonight.
Tim White had a big game. What can you say about his performance tonight?
Man, I can't say enough good things about Tim. Just who he is as a person, who he is as a player, as a leader, as a man, and then to be a great football player on top of that is pretty special. So he was able to step up all night, drawing a lot of coverage and making big plays when the ball came his way. So it's awesome.
Thank you.
With respect to Dolegala and Fine and Tommy Stevens and Caleb Evans, you and Dane Evans, you were brought in for this role. Like when your team needs you, irrespective of the situation, to come in. You two talked at the 55-yard line at the end of the game. What did you guys say to each other?
Yeah, man, we just have it's a great respect with Dane. Just his journey, my journey, kind of where we are right now in our careers, and again, kind of who he is as a person and what he's had to battle through in his career, whether it's injuries, changing teams, getting his opportunities, the highs and the lows, the peaks and the valleys of football and of life. And just the way he carries himself, how he prepares, how he handles his business, and just who he is as a person. He's just a great person to have in your life and to be able to call a friend. So we were able to share that after the game and just kind of reflect on that.
What does it take to do the job that you do? In that, I mean, and Dane does, because you guys are certainly capable quarterbacks in this league, and you're asked to kind of, I mean, as O was saying, Bo comes in 2 quarters. Last week it was 1 quarter, and you have an important role too, but your role is kind of sometimes determined either situationally or because of other factors. Like, what does it take? Like, what's the mental strength does it take for guys like you and Dane to be successful?
Yeah, definitely. I think Dane and I talked about it a lot last year too when we were together, and it's, I think, how you mentioned it, it's having that confidence that we can be starters in this league and we can lead a team and direct an offense and be the guy. And as a backup, you have to have that confidence as any player, especially as a quarterback. You have to have that confidence. And, it starts with just preparing every single day, every game, every week, like you are going to be the guy. And if you have to play 1 snap, you play 1 snap, or you play 60 snaps in overtime, you play 60 snaps in overtime. But that's just how you have to handle yourself in this role, in this business. Because if you don't play or perform when your number's called, then they're always going to be trying to find the next guy to do it. So can't give enough credit to everybody, the coaching staff. I mean, I love it here. I love being part of this team, and we're looking forward to making a run here.
Thanks, man.
Do you have any preference for that final game? It doesn't mean anything to the standings. Do you have any preference to how the
What do you mean?
want the quarterbacks tuned up?
Oh, gotcha. Like in terms of play time?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Do you have any
no, I
yourself?
mean, I'm going to be ready to play. If they want me to play 4 quarters, I'm going to be ready to play. I'm going to prepare like it's the most important game on the schedule because it's the next one. And anytime as a player, that's our whole mentality in the locker room. Every time we step out on the football field, everybody's putting their resume out on film, and we play to win the football game. So
It's a weird situation, isn't it, though, when you play the same team you're going to play it 5 days later?
Yeah, I mean, it's unique. You see it sometimes in different sports and different leagues, and then especially in the CFL, where sometimes we get back-to-backs in the regular season. This one just happens to be a back-to-back with a playoff game, so it'll still be good. Kind of come back off the bye week, get to prepare, get a couple weeks, and get after it.
It was interesting because in that final drive of the game, you had a play where you slid and got hit. And, some say it was a little bit late. Do you have a feel of how early you have to slide to get the call and maybe not to get the call if it's a little bit late?
I mean, I'm not necessarily sliding trying to get a call, in that situation. I'm like, okay, I got to time this slide just right at the last second to hopefully they hit me. But, I think you just kind of have that feeling of, okay, do I have a lane here? Okay, I got 3 guys closing on me. I got to slide. And, I thought it was a fine play. I don't I know Bo Locumbo, and he's a great dude. He's not a dirty player. You know, he's a great guy. When I was spending my time with him in Montreal, so he even came up after the game, you know, and said his thing. But it was just a football play, and I'm all good. So appreciate it.